Welcome to North Korea, or as they like to call it, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. It's a land shrouded in mystery and intrigue, a place where time seems to have stood still. Imagine a world without internet or McDonald's, where your tour guides double as your babysitters, and where every smile feels meticulously rehearsed. Sounds like fun, right? North Korea is the ultimate enigma, a country that simultaneously repels and fascinates. It's a place where the government controls every aspect of life, from the news you consume to the clothes you wear. But beneath the surface of this tightly controlled society lies a strange and captivating beauty. It's a land of stunning mountains, ancient temples, and eerily empty streets, a place where the past and present collide in a jarring symphony of propaganda and paranoia. So, are you ready for an adventure like no other? Buckle up, because a trip to North Korea is not your average vacation. It's a journey into the heart of a totalitarian state, a glimpse into a world where reality is carefully curated and dissent is met with swift and brutal consequences. It's a trip that will challenge your perceptions, test your limits, and leave you with more questions than answers. Step into the Victorious Fatherland Liberation War Museum, a monument to North Korea's version of the Korean War. Here, history is not just written by the victors, it's meticulously rewritten, revised, and repackaged for your viewing pleasure. Prepare to be amazed by tales of American imperialists, heroic North Korean soldiers, and perhaps a dash of divine intervention. Marvel at the captured American spy plane, still frozen in time from its daring and entirely fabricated mission. Gasp at the dioramas depicting North Korean troops routing the cowardly American forces. Remember, you're not just observing history, you're witnessing a carefully constructed narrative designed to instill patriotism and reinforce the state's ideology. Don't forget to take notes. Your tour guide will be watching while you're admiring the exhibits. Try not to dwell on the fact that questioning the official narrative could land you in hot water. Remember, in North Korea, history is not a debate, it's a decree. So put on your best poker face, nod along with the guide's enthusiastic pronouncements, and try to avoid any awkward questions about historical accuracy. After all, you're on vacation, not a fact-finding mission, right? Behold the Grand People's Study House, a magnificent architectural marvel that serves as North Korea's national library. This colossal structure boasts over 30 million books, a staggering collection that would make any bibliophile drool. But don't get too excited about curling up with a good book. Access to these literary treasures is carefully controlled. Imagine browsing through shelves filled with propaganda-laden texts, meticulously curated to reinforce the state's ideology. Picture yourself trying to request a copy of George Orwell's 1984, only to be met with a blank stare and a swift change of subject. Remember, in North Korea, knowledge is power, and the government prefers to keep a tight grip on both. While you're admiring the grandeur of this architectural masterpiece, don't forget to look up. Those aren't just decorative cameras. They're the watchful eyes of the state, ensuring that everyone stays on message and nobody strays too far from the approved narrative. So put on your best student persona, pretend to be engrossed in a pro-regime pamphlet, and try to avoid any eye contact with the ever-present minders. Prepare to be dazzled by the Kumsusan Palace of the Sun, the final resting place of North Korea's eternal leaders, Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. This opulent mausoleum is a testament to the cult of personality that surrounds the Kim dynasty, a place where reverence and fear intertwine in a bizarre and unsettling spectacle. Imagine walking through vast, echoing halls lined with marble and adorned with countless portraits of the great leaders. Picture yourself bowing before their embalmed bodies, carefully following the elaborate protocol designed to demonstrate your utmost respect. Remember, this is not just a tourist attraction, it's a sacred shrine where any sign of disrespect could have dire consequences. While you're marveling at the sheer extravagance of this mausoleum, try not to think about the millions of North Koreans living in poverty and deprivation. Remember, in North Korea, the Kim family is revered as gods, and any criticism of their rule is met with swift and brutal punishment. So swallow your skepticism, put on your most reverent expression, and try to blend in with the throngs of adoring citizens. Embark on a subterranean adventure on the Pyongyang Metro, North Korea's pride and joy. This marvel of engineering is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a showcase of socialist grandeur, a symbol of the nation's technological prowess. Prepare to be transported to a world of chandeliers, mosaics, and propaganda-filled murals, all while being whisked away to your destination. Imagine descending into the depths of the Pyongyang metro, where each station is a testament to the artistic vision of the North Korean state. Picture yourself riding in spotless carriages, surrounded by portraits of smiling citizens and heroic workers, all bathed in the warm glow of fluorescent lighting. Remember, this is not just a subway ride, it's a carefully curated experience designed to impress and inspire. While you're admiring the intricate details of the stations, try not to think about the fact that this underground wonderland is also a potential bomb shelter. Remember, in North Korea, the threat of war is never far from mind, and the metro serves as a reminder of the constant tension that permeates this isolated nation. So enjoy the ride, appreciate the aesthetics, and try to avoid any awkward conversations about the country's military capabilities. So, after all that, you still think you want to visit North Korea? Well, bless your adventurous soul. But before you pack your bags and book that tour, here are a few essential tips to ensure your trip is both memorable and, well, survivable. 1. Embrace the absurdity. North Korea is a land of contradictions and absurdities. Embrace the weirdness, chuckle at the propaganda, and try to find humor in the most unexpected places. Just remember to keep your laughter to yourself, unless you want to become intimately acquainted with a North Korean re-education camp. 2. Master the art of the poker face. In North Korea, your facial expressions are your most powerful weapon. Perfect the art of the neutral expression. Avoid any signs of skepticism or disapproval, and always maintain an air of polite interest, even when you're internally screaming with laughter or cringing with discomfort. 3. Remember, Big Brother is watching. From the moment you step off the plane, you'll be under constant surveillance. Your tour guides are your minders, your fellow travelers are potential informants, and those innocent-looking cameras are always watching. So be on your best behavior, avoid any controversial topics, and try to blend in with the crowd. So there you have it, a crash course in navigating the enigmatic world of North Korea. It's a trip that will challenge your perceptions, test your limits, and leave you with a lifetime's worth of bizarre anecdotes. Just remember to pack your sense of humor, your poker face, and a healthy dose of caution. After all, you're venturing into one of the most unpredictable and tightly controlled nations on Earth. Bon voyage and try not to disappear!